By the way, there's, oh, wow, that was fast. Awesome. Okay, so without that backward slash or forward slash, I don't even know, and we're just going to copy and paste that. And what we're going to do is have a pin metadata to Pinata. So this is going to require an image IPFS hash, and then a Python dictionary, which we're going to call metadata, and anything else? I think that's it. Or should it be metadata path? Metadata path. Yeah. So this metadata path, what we're going to do, we're going to say metadata IPS hash is equal to subprocess.check output node path, and then pin metadata to Pinata.js. And I believe this pin metadata to Pinata requires the metadata and the addition and the NFT type. But okay, so this was for another project, so we're just going to take out or let's see here. Maybe for this tutorial, having an addition argument would justify us using the API, because otherwise you could just upload the metadata and the image using the user interface, right? Because you could just upload the image and then the metadata by itself. So we're gonna pin multiple metadata bodies. Now I will show you how. So here are the only two that we care about. Okay, so we can take that out. And then we're going to say new metadata. Name equals the name plus the addition of new metadata total additions. Okay. And then there's going to be an attributes thing here. Addition, max value, total additions. Okay. Now I'll show you how to structure the IPFS metadata. So I'm going to pull up docs.opensea.io. And we're going to pull up guides. One second. Okay. Here are the metadata standards. Okay, so the metadata structure is this right here. So that's kind of what it looks like. So we're going to go based on that. Okay, so then we're going to have a blue dog metadata dot JSON. JSON, yeah. Okay, so here is our metadata body. Okay, so we're going to call this description. Just a blue dog. Woof, woof. Okay. External URL. So in this right here, I think we could just do, let's give this image some credit, shall we? We're going to copy this link address. I think that's what it is, right? Because that shall lead to, voila. Okay, so we're going to take that, put it inside the external URL here. Okay, now the image. So this image, what we're going to do, I believe it's, okay, yeah, this is what we do. So inside of Pinata, I'm going to pull up Pinata, the pin manager. Okay, so here are all the pins, right? Probably should have explained this earlier, but here we are. So here's the blue dog. We're going to click it, and this is the URL that we're going to want right here. But we're going to create this image value dynamically because we're pinning multiple of these editions, and there's going to be multiple of these. Actually, okay, yeah, this hash is going to be the same for all the editions, but we're still going to do it dynamically. So we're going to say image URL is equal to that. We're going to put the image IPFS hash here. Image IPFS hash. Cool. Okay. Now, I believe that's what goes into the image path, right? No. That goes into the metadata. So the metadata, instead of, what we're going to do is say metadata path is equal to, this is argv2, and then what? Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to import JSON, and then we're going to say the metadata, the base metadata. So we're going to say base metadata is equal to JSON.load. We're going to load the metadata path. So that's our base metadata. And then we're going to say metadata So we're going to take this out. I'm going to say, I'm not sure if this is necessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. Or is it from copy? Import deep copy. And then we're going to say metadata is equal to, I'm going to say deep copy base metadata. We're going to say metadata going to say the okay, so where is this blue dog metadata? I guess we're going to leave this attributes thing blank here. Call this blue dog, and you know what? Hate to be that guy, but I have to. I'm such a perfectionist that I have to take this route here, since this is going to be the same every single time, right? So I'm going to put that inside of the metadata. So right there. Okay. Now the image URL is simply going to be, we're going to say image is equal to base metadata image plus image IPFS hash. Okay. Then we're going to say, okay, so what attributes do we want? I think we just want addition and then total additions, because if we go to the metadata structure, I believe it didn't talk about addition, did it? Addition. Or to talk about number traits. Numeric traits. Not seeing it, but from what I remember in previous projects I've worked on, so there is a max value, so we can set a ceiling. Okay, so that is where we're going to have 10 editions of these blue dogs. So how would we So this is what we're going to do. I think we're just going to do it in the metadata. Right there. Or should we, or are we already doing it here? Addition max value is the total additions. Okay. So we're going to add a total additions here. And we're just going to put it right there, 10. Okay. And then for every addition, we have to add what the addition is. Yeah. Okay. So we gotta say metadata attributes. Then we'll say dot append, and then we're gonna append the addition is gonna be addition index, or say addition index plus 1, and then wait, something's not right. Okay, I think it's trait type or how how was it in here? Okay, display type, trait type, value. So this is where number, and then the trait type. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Number, display type, number, and then trait type is going to be addition, and then the max value is going to be 10, right? And then what was the other one? Value. Okay. Value addition index plus 1. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna append that, and then metadata IPFS hash is gonna be the subprocess check output, and then we're gonna say metadata, and what was the other one? Addition. Oh, so I don't even think we need this. We're already doing it on the previous. I completely forgot that this line of code was in here. So we're going to take it out. Take that out, and then we don't care. Actually, we do care about that addition argument. So metadata and addition. So addition index plus 1. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to return this IPFS hash. Okay. Image IPFS hash is equal to that. I'm going to say for I in, I think it's range, we want to do 0 to, I want to say it's the base metadata, total additions. I'm going to say pin the metadata to Pinata. I'm going to say image IPFS hash, and then the I right there. So we're going to want to store these IPFS hashes because that's what we're going to use. We're going to take those hashes and we're going to mint them as NFTs. So what we're going to do is, what do we want? Okay, we can create a file called metadata hashes, and we're going to, should it be a JSON file or should it just be a, let's just make it a JSON. Metadata hashes. And I'm going to call this hashes in a list. You know what? Actually, we're just going to leave it as a dictionary. And then each key is going to be the path to the image. So, yeah. So let's say the metadata hashes is equal to JSON.load. We're going to say metadata hashes.jpg or JSON. Oops. There we go. Metadata hashes.json. Okay. Now what? Now what? Now what? Now what? Losing my train of thought here. Metadata hashes. Okay, so that's going to turn into a dictionary. And then we're going to say return metadata IPFS hash. We're going to say metadata, or here, we're going to do it here. Say image path is equal to 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 a list. Okay, so we're going to say metadata hashes image path dot append, and this is going to be the metadata hash is equal to that. I'm going to append this metadata hash, and then once that's done, we're going to save it. So JSON.dump. I believe it's, I'm trying to remember, was it, I think it's metadata hashes, and then we're going to say open right, I think that's it, and then we're going to say done. I'm going to say addition is going to be 1 plus 1, and then we're going to say the metadata hash is metadata hash. Cool. Let's see, what was the other argument? Metadata path. So that's going to be blue dog metadata.json. Okay. String object has no attribute read. That's because we gotta open that file, don't we? string object on 14. Oh, you have to do it there too. Open. Can only concatenate string, not bytes. That's because we have to return this as a string. We gotta return that as a string as well. Expected string bytes or OS, a path like object, not dictionary. String bytes or OS, a path like object. Oh, great. I think it's because we have to. What are we doing with that metadata once it gets in here? Metadata, we're parsing it. Okay, so we're converting it. We have to convert it to JSON. JSON.dumps metadata. Again? Why? Not integer? Oh, duh. Because we have to, for some reason, when we pass these to JavaScript, we have to convert these to strings. And I'm hoping that value, or wait, not here. We have to do it in the actual argument here. So let's say string. There we go. And then I think that's it. Okay, progress nonetheless. No Pinata API key provided. Oh no, is it because darn, we have to do it here too? Okay, well, good thing there's copy and paste, right? Awesome. Good stuff. Okay, so we don't want that. See that? Okay, so we have to, for one, convert this to a string. Or we have to decode that byte string into a regular string. Then we have to strip off all that extra good stuff right there. All that. So to do that, what we're going to do is, so that's the image IPFS hash. Wait, so are we not? Right here, converting it to a string. Not sure why that doesn't work. See if that works. Not sure if it'll work, but we could try. No, 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 no. Well, maybe. Let's see. So let's paste that right there. Booyah! So here is blue dog, 1 of 10. Attributes, total additions 10. External URL, image. In that image, we're going to confirm that that's the actual image. Awesome. Fantastic. So if we do that for, if we do it for the second one here, boom. Blue dog, 2 of 10. Alright, so that looked like that worked. So if we go to metadata hashes here, okay, so that we need to fix. We don't want those B's there. We don't want those single quotes there, and we don't want that white space there. So we need to make an adjustment to our code here. And we're going to do the same thing as we did up here. We're going to return. We're going to decode that, and then we're going to strip the white space off of it. There we go. But we're going to use these. So we're going to the B hyphen replace with all. There we go. Wait. The heck? Why is it? Okay. The B. Make sure. Yeah, that should work. Okay, cool. Then N. Place with nothing. Awesome. And then place with nothing. Cool, 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 cool. All right. So there is our blue dog IPFS hashes. Now the next step is to mint these. So we need a contract. We need like a base ERC 721 contract. We need to deploy it, and we're going to deploy it to testnet. And once it's deployed, then we can start the minting process. And once we mint them, then we should see them on OpenSea. So yeah, I will get that into the net and blah blah blah. I can't talk. We're gonna get into that in the next tutorial, but I will see you guys later. Peace.